Hey guys, Crazy Postman here. Well, I got another tech review for you today. Right now I'm using a Rode Wireless Go 2 just as a benchmark because everybody knows what that sounds like. They usually sound pretty good. Well, I wanted to see if there was anything a little bit cheaper out there that maybe somebody that doesn't quite have the budget can get away with. I got on Amazon and I found this Larker Bird USB-C wireless microphone, and I'm going to review that today, and we'll probably compare it with the Rode Wireless Go, and we're going to see if you can reliably shave off a few bucks of your audio budget. Let's check this out. So now we're going to do a little bit of an indoor range test. I'm going to leave you here and I'm going to walk into other rooms in the house and see where it breaks up or if it breaks up. Okay. So I am leaving the studio now. I'm officially walking out into the hallway. You can probably hear the AC running. I'm going to walk over here into my living room. Now there is 2 dry walls between me and the camera. I'm facing the camera right now, and now my back is to the camera. Is there a difference? So now I'm walking through the dining room. My body is between me and the camera, walking into the kitchen, walking through the kitchen. My body is still between me and the camera, walking into the back bedroom. Now I'm facing the camera. I am still in the back bedroom. Am I coming through clearly? Let's just do a quick crazy test. Walking across the living room and about to walk out the front door. All right. I am outside now, walking towards the driveway, walking around the red car, walking across the driveway some more, walking past the silver car, walking around the back of the car and opening the gates. It's still windy out here. I am walking towards the back door. Not as windy as it was earlier though. It's very still right now. And I'm walking in the back door, walking around, coming in the hallway, and going in the studio. Here we are, back in the studio. So now I'm going to do the same range test with the Rode Wireless Go, and we'll see how it compares. So now I'm going to do the same range test with the Rode Wireless Go, just for comparison. Again, just remember, the Rode Wireless Go is much more expensive than the Larkbird. Okay, I'm walking down the hallway, and I'm going into the living room. I'm in the living room now with my back to the camera. Now I'm spinning around and my front is to the camera. Is there any difference there? Now I'm walking through the dining room and going around through the kitchen. And now I'm coming into the back bedroom and my back is to the camera. Okay? Now I'm going to turn around and I'm facing the camera. Is there any difference there? So now I'm going to walk through the house and I'm going to go out the front door. Going out the front door. And I'm walking down the sidewalk towards the red car. Walking around the red car. Across the driveway. Now I am walking past the silver. The back gate. And it is pretty windy out here. And I'm coming in the back door. Coming through the kitchen and through the dining room, through the hallway, and I am entering the studio. So that is the signal range of the Rode Wireless Go 2. Just for grins, I got one more wireless mic over there from DJI. I'm going to throw it on here and not do the whole house test, but I'm going to do the walk around the house, and we're just going to see how that one holds up. It is actually really good. Let's see if it can make it all the way around. Okay, this is actually a whole different camera, but this microphone is built into that camera, so that's the only way I can test it. I just clipped this to my shirt real quick. Let's go do that same test real quick. Just the outside part where I go out the front door and go around. Going out the front door. Going down the sidewalk. Past the red car. Around the driveway. And I'm walking past the gray car. Walking towards the gate. And walking across the backyard. Walking towards the back door. Walking in the back door. Walking into the kitchen. Across the dining room. And I am back in the studio. And I just knocked this off my shirt. That is an example of the range between these three microphones. Let's go back outside with the Larkbird and we'll see how it does in the wind. So this is me testing the Larkbird lapel microphone out in the wind. You can see here I do have the wind muff on the microphone, and I'm just standing out here in my front yard, and we are going to see how much of this wind is actually going to get into the microphone. The birds are not happy that I'm standing out here. Here's one right up there. The mama birds and the daddy birds are really angry because they got little babies around right now. And they have a long memory, and I've angered them in the past, so they already don't really like me that much. So anyway, this is just a test of the audio outdoors with the wind muff on. Let me go get the Rode Wireless Go and we'll do it again. This is me walking back outside, and now I'm using the Rode Wireless Go 2. All the settings are just in the key up setting. I just plugged it in and walked outside. And I'm standing in the same place here in the driveway. It's still pretty windy and the birds are still very angry. So how does this one sound? Is there any wind noise getting into the microphone? Does the audio sound better than the Larkbird? It is very windy out here. You can see the trees blowing in the wind. There, that one's kind of blowing a little bit more. So you can see it is windy out here, just as windy as it was with the Larkbird microphone, but obviously with the Rode, it's going to sound much better. I don't know why. I guess their little fuzzy dead cat just does not cut the wind. I've had quite a few audio recordings ruined from that Larkbird out in the wind. Well, let's go back inside and I will tell you my final thoughts. It is extremely windy today. I don't know if y'all can even hear me over the wind. It is ridiculous. But I'm here in my 2022 Mustang Mach-E, and we're gonna do a 0 to 100 charging test. Well, my feelings are a little bit mixed on this. I'm disappointed with their saying it has a 984 foot transmission range. That is a complete marketing bull. Of course, if you're on top of a mountain and have nothing but air in front of you, it could probably go 984 feet. But as you saw in my testing, as soon as there gets a wall or two between you, you start losing that audio quality. It seems like it just starts kind of skipping and glitching, and you just have an overall loss of quality. I do think if you're in the same room as the receiver, it does actually sound pretty good as long as you're not in a windy environment. Also, on my phone in particular, the audio kind of comes in hot, and there's not really a way to adjust it because this is completely plug and play. If the audio comes in hot, there's nothing you can do but just move the mic a little bit further away from your mouth. Some of the other weird things I noticed is if you're recording this in like a carnival situation and you're wanting to kind of pick up some of the background ambient noise with you, this actually makes that sound terrible. Let me give you an example here. So one of their little bullet points here is that you have crystal clear recording and that it has a noise reduction chip. So you just saw what happens when that noise reduction chip takes over. It just completely destroys the background. I mean, your voice still comes through okay, and that's the point of it. But maybe we need a way to toggle that on and off. Like this complete plug and play situation is not quite the best situation here. Maybe you want it on so you can record talking. Maybe you want it off so you can have some background ambient noise. The price is okay. The build quality seems pretty good here. I mean, it looks and feels good. The only thing, obviously, that they didn't do a good job on is the noise reduction and the wind reduction. The little dead cat that they give you, I don't know if there's a picture of it on here, but the dead cat they give you for noise reduction does not seem to do much of anything. Being outside in the wind can completely ruin your audio. The negatives I find about this, the range, it obviously loses quality when you're moving further away. The wind reduction, it just lets all the wind right in. And the noise reduction has that weird effect to where you can't turn it on or off, so you're just stuck with it. Knowing its limitations, it does have a place. I mean, it's a cheap wireless microphone with a nice charging case, and it's really easy to use. You just plug it in and start using it. So just be aware of its shortfalls before you purchase it, and know you're not going to want to use it in loud situations or in windy situations. Otherwise, it's a decent wireless microphone. I should also mention that this does have a dedicated Android and Apple unit, and you can see the Apple one is $10 more. So that's something to keep in mind. There's the USB-C type and the Lightning type, and really all that changes is just what tip is on the receiver as far as I know. I don't think it actually changes anything else. And there's another thing, this is just a single unit. You can also go in here and see that they have a double unit. So here's the one that I got for $89. The Larkbird also makes a double for $189. And it's exactly the same, except you get two transmitters. So all my criticism and critiques would remain the same for this one. It's just you can record from two transmitters at the same time on your phone. I will leave a link for these two items. Actually, I'll leave a link for the Rode too, if you want to pick up the Rode, and I'll leave a link for that DJI camera I use. Why not, if anybody wants to check it out. I'll leave these links down in the description, and if you want to, go ahead and pick them up. So just the complete bottom line, summing it up here, it does what it's supposed to do, but it could do it better. So thanks for watching this review of the Larkbird wireless lavalier microphone, and I will see y'all in the next one.